Hey guys, good evening. It's gonna be an early evening. I'm heading home. I'm lucky I got what I got, and I really don't want to drive far for a little bit of money. So I'm gonna call it quits at 32 miles. I'm heading home because I can't go far. I turned down an order that at least I would have went a little bit out of the way, but when I go there, they usually give me a few orders. And if I don't know there's a bathroom opened or available, I can't go that far. You know, I got to stay close to home. So I'm really grateful. Still making part-time income, but I didn't work all day. How is everyone today? Everybody earning some kind of money? I want you to know that finally, I'm not going the right way. I was so sure I was going the right way. I'm going to wait till I get to the light. I really don't want to put on the GPS. I thought I had it down before I went live. Unemployment finally reached out. Friday night, such an odd time, 4:38. They wrote me and told me that I will probably qualify. That means they reviewed my paperwork for PUA, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. Oh, I did go the right way. I'm just not used to this area. It's really good to know. You know, maybe I have to wait a couple of more weeks. But at least they reached out and they said if you filled out the form already and uploaded all your files, you don't have to do anything else. Sorry, guys. I'll put that light on. So there's hope, guys. I went to go submit what I made, what I earned this week, and I was able to reach a few pages, but it stopped me because someone has to approve that I'm underneath that category. I live in New York State. I know every state is different. So that's really good to know. I'm so grateful they actually reached out. I'm going to pull over in a second to see what you have to say. So there is hope. While I'm on the same subject, the SBA grant, not a word yet. So I'm hoping that I made it. My number was in the 3s. I heard if you had a number application in the 2s, you weren't going to qualify. They ran out of money. Not that you weren't going to qualify. They gave out too much money too quickly. Offers were terrible today. Oh, Frank. Oh, got it. That's the other Frank. So I went home early. That's what I'm doing. I was grateful. One was 8, one was 9 and change. I had 3 in a row at the same place in Seaford, and then the last one was 15. Then I headed home. Oh, I did an Uber Eats on the way home, and I just did one more. And I'm like, I wish I could go further because they rang me, but it's too far away not to have a bathroom. You know, just too far away. And I barely sipped. I'm like, I know in a little while I'm going to have to go. I don't want to put myself in an uncomfortable position. So where I live, you feel it. I could stay out. I would probably get a couple of more if I'm picky. I'll go out just for a couple hours tomorrow. It is the way it is. A little bit of money is better than no money. And one more thing about money before I talk about something else. I've been watching many YouTube channels about, you know, what's going on, the people who are very knowledgeable with the finances, and you learn a lot, you listen. With the stimulus and the unemployment and what's going on with all the gigs and it's so true. Like, I'm very lucky. At least I had a little bit of income every day. And I earn a little bit of income online, but I still qualify for their assistance. But there are people out there. I live in a mixed community. And in the few towns that I'm in, I do live in a mixed community. And my neighbors, they have one car and there's 5 people in an apartment. And they're hurting because a lot of these local people rely on local jobs. They have no income coming in. And I know many of them haven't even received their $1,200. It's like the government just don't give a shit about them. The Congress, they're going to get together on May 6th. What's the holdup? With technology that they keep preaching everyone else to do, have a damn meeting on the meetups. All the platforms are giving free meetups. These people have no money. They were already struggling to stay on the high end of poverty, hoping to reach middle class. Well, they're going to have a harder struggle now. But those elite people, they have their businesses, financial education, and they're fine. Their families are fine. Very nasty, very mean. When you live right in the middle of it, I happen to find it disturbing. I'm going to pull over for a moment. It's cruel. They're more poor than they were before, and they didn't want to be. Hey, Frank, again, learning Instacart and enjoying it. Really? Good for you. I haven't applied. When I heard all the stuff going on with Instacart and all the bots taking all the batches, I might as well work on my business. And I am. I'm developing new skills, guys. I'm ready for the 21st century. You know, I'm very lucky. I look back now, I'm very lucky the way it went. Because I would be, the harder I worked for other people, the more poor I became. You know, the less I had. I'm better off on my own. Good evening. Hello, David R. What's going on? So, I don't know about your market. Thank you for sharing your story, Frank. It's not the same. It's eerie. It's Saturday night. You know, if I kept it on, I probably could use my bathroom and I would probably get a couple of more. But places aren't staying open late. Even on a weekend, they're just not. And a lot of places that were open last week, again, they're not open this week. That's less work for everyone. Very sad. Okay, what else was I going to discuss with you? Oh, it has something to do with the gig industry too. I should have taken notes. I'm so sure I'm going to remember everything. But we're all feeling it. Many markets are. But there are some people that are making a killing because it's the area that you live, the state that you live in. Good for them. They deserve it. So I've just been working online and I'm going to do a video. Thank God I have that backup. Merchandiser did reach out to me. And I want you to know, they did pay me for the job that I did last week, the second one. I'll receive that next week, which I was shocked. I thought I was going to receive it the week after. They're so vague when they reach out to you. They reached out to me twice this week. They don't give you the location. They don't give you the job. They wanted to actually speak to me on the phone. And I was like, nah, that's a lot of struggle just to make a buck. There's something not going on, something not right there. You know, they're trained to do that. They're trained to get you. It's manipulation. And they actually put my score that I'm unreliable. I have like a 1.5 star out of 5. They're the ones who canceled on me. But they want people to be at their beck and call. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. So, good try. So be careful with them, guys. There is gigs out there, but you got to be careful. I don't know why you had to speak to me on the phone. This is an app opportunity. But they're all the same. Oh, gosh, there was one more thing. The merchandiser. So that's good to know. I'll have that next week. You got to get caught up with technology, guys. Have a backup plan. Oh, the Robert Kiyosaki that I listened to lately. Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. And he's written many other books. His vision was dead on. Dead on. He's so ahead of his time. He knew this was coming. And he's right. I've been watching many of his videos about the 4 quads. You can have a great job and a passion, and you know, you want to be a doctor, a nurse, or you know, caregiver, have your own business. No matter what it is, plumbing or construction, home improvements, whatever it is. Who says you can't have a little bit of their investing area and still have a very good job with security? Nobody. And he says you should always have a backup plan because they want you to be at their beck and call. Most companies. They want you to live and breathe for them. Who says you can't have a little bit of both? Nobody. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you. All thumbs up are appreciated. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. So I'm going to really pay more attention to more of his videos. There's a lot of free information out there, guys. I don't pay for anything. I just listen, and I just trying to find anything I can use for free and just listen and gain knowledge. More of an understanding. Get your money to work for you. Get Upside app. Every day I earn a little bit of money. Every day. Oh, and the merchandiser app, many people have joined. I'm earning like a few dollars a week from each referral. I know it sounds like a little bit, but it's a lot of little streams working in your favor that you don't have to physically work for. And that's good. Let's see if that spot. So there's so many things going on. And a little bit of YouTube, and a little bit of AdSense, a little bit of Amazon, a little bit of other affiliate programs. It all adds up. I'm going to add another stream of income to my website. Did a lot of work yesterday. It was a long time coming. So that's that, guys. Let me see what you got to say. Oh, hey, Lexi, how are you? How's it going? How you doing? You always have an issue with them. Sounds like a complicated app. You know what? It's not that I always have an issue with them. I don't like the way they try to manipulate. You know, it's control. You know, I don't understand why. If they know you work and produce the results that they want, they reach out to you a lot. Just like a job, if they know you're really good and they wouldn't keep you on if you didn't help their bottom line. And I was really into it for a while. And then they started getting nasty, like, why don't you want to take everything? Because it wasn't enough pay. There was one job, and I ended up becoming a very good customer of the store. And I did a merchandising job for this product. And after doing it a few times, I realized I had to take a picture of the inventory sheet, and I would email it to them so they would get their product in the store, because they're trying to weed out certain jobs, merchandising jobs. And I did an inventory count, and I gave them a visual of the product. Just one of many that I did. It was about last year. I did a lot of these. And they were paying me $15 a pop. I was like, that's fair for what I'm doing. And then I became very good at it. And the companies were writing me and, replying to the emails. Thank you so much for sending the inventory sheet. Nobody does that because nobody's training anyone in the field. I understand, like, once I did it so many times, I was like, wow, I get it. Take a picture of the inventory sheet. And then I didn't mind printing out one piece of paper. If it's one piece of paper, that's okay. And then I email it to them. So you don't have to pay a company a lot of money to go merchandise that product. I get it. And it was very interesting. And then they took it away and they said $10 a pop. And I said, no, why would you do that? I am printing out, I am printing out the inventory. I am driving to the store. I'm doing a great job. You take pictures and do inventory. And you want to know how many items are on the shelf? And I would ask the manager, do you have any of these in the back? And then I would take a picture of it after he signed it, or her. They sign it. And the companies were so thankful because a lot of people in the field don't know to do that. So they really wanted me to do a lot, but then they wanted to pay me less. You took away a good gig, $15 a pop. It was worth my time. And then they get angry with you. And then I didn't do it for a while. And then I started doing these stocking shelves. And I said, wow, I like that a couple of times a week. And I really helped the store get some product out on the shelves. And they started playing games. They're like, well, we don't have, you watched my video. We don't have that. So we have this. You're going to take it, right? No, I'm not driving 45 minutes without traffic. No, I'm not. So, I mean, it's all a learning curve. I find it very interesting that is the wave of the future. That's absolutely sure. I would try the other apps, but with this forced pause going on here, there's not going to be any gigs. They want employees. Well, then they should pay people as employees then. It's an app. It's independent contractors. And I know what you're saying, Bobby T. But then, $15 a gig, I felt that was worth my time and they took it away. But they wanted me to do more. Happy New Year's, everyone. I know some people are having a very hard time with it. I'm just working on my business. That's okay, right? That's for sure. I haven't watched you lately, Gig Life with Lexi. I did just tonight. I listened to a little bit of Pete. I haven't watched him lately. Everybody's doing what they got to do. It's different. It's different. Is anyone having issues getting Instacart batches, guys? Because of what's going on, the videos I watch, they waited too long. They should have sent out first of all, there's people who didn't receive the $1,200 stimulus check. They should have gotten it already, even if it was a paper trail, paychecks, a physical check by mail. It's hard to believe they actually have to sit down and discuss if they're going to send out another stimulus. It went on too long. They're forcing people to be poor. This area is going to be more divided than it was before. Very, very sad. There are places that I thought they were going to open up again, and there's boards on their doors and their windows. They're not coming back. They couldn't hold out. Just because somebody owns a business doesn't mean they're financially savvy. Maybe they're just making it too, and that was always their dream, their goal. Very sad. Was way off today, but no problem getting batches. Oh, glad to hear it. You still haven't received yours. Jeez. You haven't gotten an order in 3 weeks. Oh yeah, a lot of people. I feel I'm very lucky, but you know, I did take a step back. I'm just like everyone else. You make adjustments just as a backup plan, but I am working harder than ever online because when this is over, I expect to be doing something. I am going to update my LinkedIn profile eventually because now I really have something of value. I'm getting there. I've been saying it a while. Things happen for a reason, but that's funny. Yeah, so I feel they did a lot of damage. Oh, I just watched the video after Pete. Oh, right before Pete. Warren Buffett sold all his shares out of the airlines. He sold it all. He took like $1 billion cut or something like that. You know, I'll share that video that I just watched on the road in my community tab when I go upstairs now. He sold the airlines, guys. He was always a visionary. That's why he is who he is. I mean, somebody's got to be the wealthy one. It is sad because he feels, and I will share the video. That's probably going to be the talk of the town this week with all the videos I'm watching. He feels the man's quoting him from his, you know, he obviously had some information. The guy had 90 likes in less than a minute for his video going up, you know. He says that Warren Buffett feels that the airline industry will never be the same again. It's going to go through a lot of changes. And he also, what I remember listening to it an hour ago, that the airlines are probably going to need $1 billion plus in loans to stay afloat. And he doesn't feel they're all going to stay open. But the guy doing the video, he did say that I have $30,000 invested in Delta, and he's in it for the long term, and he don't feel Delta is going to go out of business. I just forget his name. I think it's Meet Kevin. Meet, MEET, space Kevin. I'll share the link. It was a good short video, you know, like a 8-minute video, but he stays on top of all those topics. That's headline news. That's going to be on the paper. I'm sure that'll be on the Sunday paper tomorrow. A guy like that starts selling his shares, shares and stocks by the billions. Depression number 2 is on its way. Same here, Bobby. Instacart doesn't seem to care. They were giving me lame excuses. Check the Twitter. Many drivers are commenting about it, but the only way they will care. Oh, really? You know, I've been using Twitter more often. Because I've been following the Department of Labor in New York. I've been really using Twitter more often. Something I didn't do a year or 2 ago. Going back right into the social media, guys. I'm working hard. Them. He say they don't have his unemployment insurance policy to go up. And I learned something else. I talked to a business guy. He put all his staff down to 1 day a week. I was like, why not lay them off? He said he don't have his unemployment insurance policy. Oh, because now the business owner, it's hurting everyone. You can't punish someone for trying to stay afloat because he does that. He's the one who's going to have to pay the price, or she. Wow. Good point. See, it's affecting everyone. It's very sad. Wow. Listen, oh, I get it. Damn. But then those people should be able to receive PUA. Right? I couldn't believe it. Oh, and when I received the message, I just happened to catch it on my phone. When I went into my email, it wasn't there in my inbox. I had to type in labor.newyork.gov for it to come up. Just so you know that. It wasn't underneath any category. I had to type it in. I'm really grateful that I saw it pop up on the phone. Zoom. I finally had my first experience with Zoom. I didn't have the camera on, but that's okay. I wasn't looking too good. But I hear Zoom's having a lot of the Zoom bombing, like people are going in and doing some crazy stuff. It's not secured. That's why you need your own server. I wrote on Facebook yesterday, it's almost time for me to renew my website's security service, and I use WordFence. And I said, why do that? I should just go buy my own server. That's security. People are getting denied for PUA gig workers. Really? And people are getting denied? I hope I don't. Well, I guess it depends on your market. I guess it depends of the market you work in, right? Florida denied 48% of the people. This is a mess. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. It is, especially when the income is affected. Oh yeah, it is a mess. Oh God, please no, I hope not. I've been paying into the system for years, you know. Wow, I'm very sorry to hear that, 48%. They should have turned down gig workers. They closed places. You shouldn't have to keep an app on for 14 hours in the hopes of earning $150, and then you got to pay tax on it, you know. That's crazy. It is a beautiful day, guys. It was a beautiful day today. Bobby T said, is the worst day for people to get employment. Really? Skype is safe. You know, I never did Skype. You haven't heard anything yet. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lexi. Well, they sent me an email at 4:38 on Friday night. 4:38. Like, it's such a weird time to send out an email. And if I didn't see it pop up on my phone, it wasn't in my inbox. I found that very strange. All the other mails are in my inbox. It said sign into my labor.newyork.gov account. And I did. And it told me to go to my messages because they don't send anything. They just, you know, I went into the messages in my labor.newyork.gov account. And it said, you might qualify for PUA. Excuse me. Please fill out the application. And then underneath it, it said, if you filled out the application already, there is no need to do anything else. And it wrote, Dear Michelle. Dear Michelle. And then it said, thank you very much. NewYork.gov. Department of Labor. That was it. And I did go try to certify, and I was able to sign in. But when I went to go submit my income earned, it brought me to a dead page. I said, well, at least I was able to sign in. Maybe that's a good sign. And I know some people that have used it, have experience with it over the years. And I'm going to do it tomorrow on Sunday. So let's see. Maybe it'll let me submit the income that I've earned. Almost impossible to apply. An EID number. Did you get an EID number? No number. No number. I use my social security number. Are you talking to someone else? That's familiar, EID number. Paperwork first in the mail. Wow. I see every state's different, guys. I know we have a lot in common. It's the, you know, delivery gig, app gig industry, but every state's different. For PUA, I used my social security number when I applied. Emergency injury disaster. Well, thanks for joining in, guys. 30 minutes, hard to believe. But that's all good and all great information. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'll share that link when I get upstairs. I'll let you guys, it's a very good video. You know, he's very good at what he does. He's a very successful real estate person, and he does so many other things. He is a very successful person. I wouldn't doubt if that guy is a minimum of a $10,000 a month man. Self-employed. And many different areas. You don't have to be just all in one, guys. You can always have a little bit of everything else. You can, you know, diversify. It's so true. You can have a very good job that you're passionate about and have a great career for 30, 40 years. Because people start young. They retire at 60. And times have changed. And you can still have a little piece of, you know, a little piece of the pie over here. You don't have to just be an employee. You could be an independent too at the same time. It's okay to do that. It's called having a backup plan and taking care of yourself. If anybody makes you feel bad that you're not giving all and they're going to give you nothing if you don't give all, they're not the kind of people you should be working for. You know? The more I hear the man, I'm like, wow, I never looked at it that way. Yeah, well, you know, I always felt it on my own, but to hear it from someone as successful as they are, the quads, employee, and then, where'd it go? Employee, self-employed, like people who run businesses. Employees pay about 40% taxes. People who own businesses, like a couple of restaurants, pizzerias, he just used that as an example, pay 60% taxes. And then if you make it up to the third quad, he used an example like Zuckerberg that has 500 plus employees. You pay 20% taxes, and then you got the investor, the insiders. Remember, There's no reason why you can't have a little bit of the investors while you're working your job or building your business. Because to me, even self-employed, people own a couple of stores. They have a handful of employees. They just don't have 500. You can have both. You work a W-2 and gig. Exactly. Who says you can't? Nobody. Nobody should tell you that. It's a number PUA is supposed to send you for California. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I've listened to everyone you've recommended. Oh, thank you, Giggle. Thank you. You know, you got to switch it up sometimes. I watched Sarah Elizabeth yesterday. I put her on. She's so good. I just like her. I dig her. She's working. That was their backup plan because her husband doesn't work full time anymore right now with all this going on. She had a backup plan. A little bit of YouTube, and she does the gig jobs. Backup plan. At least they have income coming in. At least they have... She is cute. She's so graceful, cute. She's a mommy, too. So they're doing what they got to do, but they're smart. They had a backup plan. Yeah, it changed their lifestyle, but at least they didn't go broke, you know. All getting ready to get a haircut. We all have been on lockdown. Yeah, I need a haircut. Oh, I'll cut my own again for now. But I know what you mean. All getting ready to get a haircut. Okay, guys, it was a real pleasure. Thank you very much. And I'll share those links in the community tab. And I might upload a video later. I want to talk about the stocks. I'm going to see if I'm up to it. See how I feel. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Guys, it was a pleasure. I'm so sorry if you took such a pay cut. Saturday nights, again, should be slamming, and it's not. But a little money's better than no money. Nice to see everyone. Oh, that's good. Oh, I received a tip. Uber Eats. I only did 2. That's cool. That's good to know. Uber Eats, I always make tips. See, now I got to use the bathroom. That's why I didn't go to Long Beach. I would have, but I couldn't. Not knowing there's a bathroom, it's 2. Hey, Kathleen K. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you joined in. That's right, Uber Eats tips are good. I'll see you guys. I'll share that link. Stay in the know, so then you can grow, right? Bye, guys. It was a pleasure. See ya. Bye.